Good morning. Welcome to NewsWare's Trade Talk for Tuesday, June 23rd. Let's get into the action. Take a look at the S&Ps, which are selling off. We're down 1.37% this morning. A lot of negative activities going on in the tech sector. Markets are really reassessing the valuation propositions surrounding these AI build-outs and the amount of money people are spending and what type of return is realistically possible, because there's a lot of questions about some of these firms being able to achieve a return. There are certain ones that are like Meta that's actually thinking about becoming a hyperscaler in order to help pay off some of the debt that they're incurring for these build-outs. It just shows you that, perhaps the cost of power is actually going to be lower rather than higher, and the computing power is going to be the cost that's being lower. And these Chinese models continue to flood in, and they're not bad. They do the job. And if they do the job for a third of the cost, they're going to get some business. That's for sure. On the geopolitical front, we got to talk about the uncertainty with Iran. It's elevating, mainly due to Iranian officials disputing comments that were made by Vice President Vance regarding the potential return of nuclear inspectors. On the economic front, the PMI composite flash is set to be released this morning. In corporate news, IBM announced that it has joined OpenAI's Daybreak Cyber Partner Program. U.S. regulators have opened up an investigation into Tesla's fully self-driving capabilities. Accenture, ticker ACN, they just increased their buyback. That's positive. Corporate calendar today, we got shareholders meetings going on from CarMax and Green Dot. On the earnings front, KFY just reported earlier this morning, stocks trading lower after their earnings release. Tomorrow morning, we got WOR, KBH, and FDX. FedEx is actually, KBH and FDX are scheduled after the bell today. So let's keep an eye on those tickers. Let's talk about Europe. Let's see what's going on in Europe. We got the DAX is down. It was down hard, and now it's down, now it's only down 0.88%. It was down over 1%, so it's down about 220 points. There's weakness in the autos and bankings and tech sectors. Their flash data came in below expectations, so okay, we're moving lower. In London, the FTSE is down 41 points, or 0.39%. Weakness in metals and energy shares, that's pressuring the index. And in Paris, the CAC is down 53 points, or 0.63%, led lower by declines in automotive and luxury goods. Then we're turning our attention over to Asia last night in the Nikkei. The Nikkei just got hit. It was down 3.55% due to weakness in semiconductors and metal stocks. Hong Kong was down 1.82% with growth in tech stocks under pressure. In China, the market was down 1.37% with weakness in tech shares. The financial stocks were positive, though, in China. I will have to say that's kind of a good thing to see. Okay, now we're turning our attention over to oil, and we're keeping a track of the latest changes in oil. I got to tell you, oil's getting hit this morning. It's down, 0.83, 0.84%, it's down. I mean, you look at WTI down, trading at $73.46, and Brent is trading $77.40, down about 0.6% overall. Oil is continuing to move lower, mainly because the P stocks are still continuing. And let's face it, after the bell today, we could see a little bit of an uptick in oil prices because we get the API stockpile estimates coming out. That's going to be one that's going to be watching. That comes out at 4:30, I believe. Okay, let's move on and let's talk about the earnings stocks. And we're going to start off with KFY, Kilo, Frank, Yellow, Korn Ferry. Stock is actually stock turned. It's actually now trading higher. It's up 1.06%. It was lower. They did beat by 2 cents on higher revenue. It wasn't a bad report. So I was thinking about buying some, but I had to finish the podcast first. But Korn Ferry is trading higher by 1.06% this morning. Okay, what else we got? The upcoming KBH is after the bell. Their EPS is 44 cents. Expected move is 10.57%. Then we got FTX, FedEx. Their EPS is $5.91. Expected move is 7.51% when they release after the bell. Put activity was very heavy in FedEx yesterday. On the economic front, we get the composite PMI composite flash at 9:45 a.m. 10 a.m. we get the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index, and at 4:30 p.m. we get the API oil inventory estimates due out for release. Okay, now we're talking about some of the stocks that are making some moves this morning. We're looking at our FANG sector. We're talking about the Amazon. The Prime Day starts today, but J.P. Morgan says that an increase to its Prime Day membership is likely going to be pushed off to next year due to various economic concerns. What else we got here? Google tech company's data was breached through a marketing analytics firm, Clue. They said their integration with Salesforce was exploited earlier this month. Tesla saw a rebound in EU sales in May with registrations more than doubling. That's positive. Dow Jones 30 stocks, NVIDIA's Halos for robotics, a full-stack comprehensive safety system was announced. IBM and OpenAI bring together Frontier AI to cyber defense. Real time, that's positive. Amazon Canal Plus partnership will deepen availability of channels on the Fire Stick TV devices. In terms of guidance from this Korn Ferry KFY, they see Q1 EPS coming in at $1.32 to $1.38, street estimates $1.33. See, that's not bad. Keurig Dr. Pepper had a management shuffle overnight, but they came out and they reaffirmed their full year 2026 net sales view of $25.9 billion to $26.4 billion, street estimates $26.25. Okay. Shareholders meetings going on today. CarMax and Green Dot. Buybacks, Accenture, ACN, they increased their full year 2026 share repurchasing program by $2 billion, so now it's $7.5 billion. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about our stock of the day. I'm gonna go with Verizon. Listen, it's a safety play. Stocks seem to roll into high dividend paying stocks whenever there's significant weakness in tech. So, you want to play something like that, and Verizon's as safe as they come. Call volume 34K yesterday versus put volume of 10K. That's a 0.31 put call ratio. That's nice. Open interest 603K to 545K on the put side. Major brokers keep raising price targets on the stock. Like to see that. Where do I want to get in? Where do I want to get in? I'm looking at it and I'm saying, 45, 50 area, 45, 60 area, something like that. I think that would be a good entry price for the stock, but I do think we're going to get at least 1% out of it today. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about these stocks that are hitting the tape with news. Micron's earnings tomorrow afternoon. 5 DOE loans accounting for $7.5 billion to be available for projects with 2 reactors. Walmart strikes nuclear energy deal with Constellation. CEG. 3M and Airbus enter a supply deal for aircraft cabins. SpaceX market cap heading below $2 trillion. Yeah, it's going to go lower. Domino's Pizza, their CEO is going to, they say retire. He's going to be chairman of the board still, but they're announcing a new CEO. It's going to take effect in October. Pfizer had a drug that didn't show a big improvement in primary endpoint. Not good. That's all I'm seeing this morning. Okay. In terms of yesterday's stock of the day, listen, I went with Amazon, and I just got smoked. I went into it thinking 240 wouldn't go below there, but the tech wreck was stronger than anticipated. So yeah, it just missed any way you look at it. But soon we'll get back to earnings where I have a good model that I use. It's very effective. All right, traders, that concludes today's podcast. You guys know what to do. Let's go out there and make some green.